the latest is Radio 2GB host Michael McLaren and Sky News senior reporter Caroline Marcus. Michael, Caroline, welcome to the program. Let's start with Labor's national conference. For the first time in 44 years, Labor's pretty hard socialist left faction have the numbers to call the shots at the conference. And it seems like they're not wasting any time in making sure they're setting the agenda. The influential Environment Action Network, a subgroup associated with this hard left, is pushing to end native forest logging by the next election and have the agriculture sector halve methane emissions by 2030. It's remarkably soon. There are calls to repeal the Stage 3 tax cuts, and there have even been rumblings that a motion calling for AUKUS to be canned will be put on the table. But today, Labor left revealed that it would instead favour a resolution calling on the Prime Minister to provide more assurances around nuclear submarines being manufactured locally and the disposal of any toxic waste. Michael, does this represent an improvement on the initial proposal around AUKUS?
No, I don't really think so, Amanda. Look, if you have to put in writing to people who somehow don't understand the benefit of AUKUS to Australia, then they're obviously not very bright. I mean, it's very obvious what AUKUS does for this country, its security, and in particular for Australian jobs, Australian technology, supply chains and know-how. You don't need it spelled out with finger spaces on a document. It's very straightforward, it's very clear. The Prime Minister, to his credit, he's from the left faction of the Labor Party, but he's been vociferous in his arguments in favour of this, as has others like Penny Wong. They understand the sense. If some of those out there in the broader auditorium don't get it, we'll forget them, move on. But, the majority of the country the vast majority, I would argue, has no problem with any of this whatsoever. There's been no protest, no concern. It seems there are very few people that are upset about any prospect to do with AUKUS. A lot of them tend to, for whatever reason, be in the union movement, not wanting them in this port or that port, not wanting the waste here or there. Just get on with it. I mean, Australia's defence can't wait. The potential adversaries aren't going to hang around until we get our act together. Get on with it.
I think they're plenty smart enough. They're just deeply hostile to our relationship with the US and to Western civilisation as a whole.